Stock markets as we wrap up the week. It's been a busy week. Investment banker, stockbroker, friend of the house, Mr. Mukhtar Mohammed is joining me to wrap up the show for this week. Good afternoon, Mr. Mohammed. It's good to have you on the program.
My pleasure always.
Well, I wanted to take us through activities of the market since Monday. I would say that we had more of reds this week. I don't know why there's this profit taking in the market. Why are we having this, and how long are we going to stay with this flip-flop that we see in recent times?
So the red will be there for now because of a lot of issues. Now, these are not macroeconomic issues. These are not company non-performance. These have to do with investors' perception by results that are supposed to be out. So a lot of investors are waiting for the results, and then we are having high yield in the fixed income space compared to what they're expecting that some of these companies will deliver in terms of results. And those results hasn't come in because those results are supposed to serve as trigger to see the movement of some equity, especially the financial stocks, which are taking a lot of beating in the market for some weeks now. So until those results are out, we continue to see investors move in and out. Some investors are not really moving out of the market in terms of making the profit. They are also sitting at the side now, waiting for those results to come. If they meet investors' perception, then the price will definitely go up. If they don't meet investors' perception, the price will definitely go down. That could be a good entry point for them to have higher dividend yield compared to what they will have in the fixed income space. And there are also those investors that are also looking at the market, and if the results are not very, very good or not giving them good yield, then they wait for it to go a little bit down, and then they think of trading through capital appreciation. So you have a lot of investors now with their different strategies and perception. But by and large, I think the market is still very cheap. A lot of stocks are still very undervalued, especially the banking stocks. And also, we can see gradual recovery from some of those companies that have been in the red, especially due to FX revaluation. Though the losses are still there, but they're not comparable to what they used to be before.
So I would always like to ask that question because we have some flaws of some investment, but many will tell you that we still have the FPIs outweighing what we expect from the FDIs. When do you think, Mr. Mohammed, when, how soon are we going to start to get the expected FDIs into the markets now particularly? When are we getting that level of confidence back?
Level of confidence is normally based on, like I said, results, performance, and then liquidity, and then perception. Because again, if there's no liquidity, no matter how good the result is, you won't have the liquidity to participate in the market. Yeah. So that is a major problem. But in terms of what we need is the result. And like you said, we expect them to come in before the end of this month. And hopefully those results will be the trigger to see movement north, or we could see more slowdown if some of these equities results have already been priced in already. So then that means investors will have to wait for the first quarter or the half year. But what we normally see in the market is once the full year comes in, then the companies in turn immediately after declaring the full year, you see the half year. You see the first year on audited, and that begins to give investors a picture of what to expect in the future, especially in the half year and in the full year. Then they begin to look at that via what will be the dividend yield because the earning per share has come up, how much can they pay? Then also they begin to look at capital appreciation. Is this stock really undervalued based on this? And when you look at the banking sector, we are still in that recapitalization mode. So a lot of investors are also scared of dilution because they believe that some of these banks will still go to the market and bring in more investors. So how much will they be able to generate from the new funds? How much earning per share will come in? Will it be high for them to have good dividend payout and also capital appreciation? All these will factor in the shortest possible time. Once that is done and investors' confidence are high as regard a particular sector of the market, then the sector become bullish. ordinarily today, investors were excited about the news that came out last night about Paradise news about the acquisition of Shell, the Shell equity. I mean, the Shell investment, Paradise taking over Shell
All
with
right.
conglomerate of
Yeah,
Renaissance Energy.
Renaissance.
But
Yeah,
along the line,
I
that
saw that
result did
news.
not factor in. We didn't see those movements in the market today.
That's true. I saw that news, and there's a change of name, I think, of FCDPC now to Renaissance, all of that. We'll have that discussion sometime next week. Thank you so much, as always. Thank you for wrapping up the show for us this Friday afternoon. Mr. Mukhtar Mohammed, enjoy your weekend.